I'm pretty outgoing and I like to talk a lot, so most of the time I'm not very nervous to call, but the first time I made a phone call I was so afraid that I was going to mess up the script that we have. I was going to say their name incorrectly, but after the first call it's not, it just gets better. Hi, is Mr. Wakel available? Actually there's no message, but my name is Paul and I'm a student calling from the University of Nebraska Foundation. Would it be alright if we just called back another evening? Alright, thanks for your time and have a great night. Thanks. I actually studied abroad in Mexico for 18 months and my mom speaks Spanish. She studied there when she was 18, so that's why I wanted to always study abroad. I did a summer there and I went back for another 16 months. I went to become certified as an interpreter for the court systems. I'm currently a certified medical interpreter and I worked for a year in a hospital as an interpreter there. So when I graduate and have my Spanish degree, I want to go back and become certified for the court interpreting because I can work anywhere in the country. The job for a Phonathon student caller would be to make contact with the alums and raise funds for the university and for the colleges that the caller graduated from. So like for me, I love calling arts and sciences because I get to talk to some of the Spanish donors and it's fun to hear their stories and if they studied abroad, and it's just to make the connection to make bigger connections for the university. My favorite part is just talking to the alums. That's the best part of the job for me. The worst part is probably just having to sit there and call and call and call and never knowing if you're going to talk to someone or if they're going to get angry at you for calling. That's probably the worst part for me, is just that anticipation of what's going to happen. The people that are normally annoyed with us calling from the foundation are only 2 to 3%. They may have not received a mailing from us, or sometimes it's even the spouse of the person we're calling because they didn't realize that we are calling at the time.
When they find out it's a student, does that change?
Yeah, most of the time when it changes their minds when we call them and say, I'm a student calling. It's not in our script to say student, but I always say it because I do realize when they hear that it's an actual student and not just someone from the university calling, they're more willing to talk to us. So far I have raised $42,000 at the university. I've been here for 4 years, so about $10,000 each year, but I've also taken a year off, so I think it's a pretty good number. If I were to be rich, and I will be a donor, I will donate to the College of Business Administration. As a scholarship recipient here at the University of Nebraska, I realize it's very important for donors to donate to the college so that we have the scholarship money for people to study abroad. Like I received many scholarships to study abroad, and without donors that are gracious enough to give their money for scholarships, I wouldn't have had that opportunity, and I'm very gracious for that.
Now say that in Spanish.
You really want me to? Lo agradezco mucho por las donaciones aquí que he recibido aquí en la universidad de las personas que han donado mucho dinero para las becas especiales para viajes extranjeros.